Hi friends! In this lesson today I will show you how to paint a wave in pastel for beginners. I am using UArt sanded paper for this lesson, and I've already applied some masking tape at the horizon line. This way I'll keep a clean edge while using my pastels and using an alcohol wash. I am using a light turquoise blue for the first layer, and then I'm applying a darker blue to the top area of the horizon. I will use rubbing alcohol and a brush to blend this color into the paper. This will solidify the color, and I will be able to blend other colors over it very smoothly. I will speed this video up a little bit as I blend this area with the alcohol. The alcohol dries very quickly, so that's why I like using it instead of just water. Once the alcohol is dry, I can come back and add more colors of blue into the sky and then blend it with my sponge applicator to create a very smooth skyline. Now I can lift off my masking tape and move it up so that I can begin shading the ocean water area without it bleeding into my skyline. Our next step is to add some guidelines for the large wave. I have popped up the reference photo I'm using for this wave demonstration here in the corner for you to follow. I will use this reference for the large wave and also for the water line as the water flows onto the beach. The water is very clear and translucent, so the colors beneath the water show through. I want the sand beneath the water to show through, so I'm using a sandy beige color for that. Then I'm going to use some greens and light turquoise found in the color of the shallow water to the wave area and beneath the wave. I will again use my rubbing alcohol to brush on and dissolve these color pigments into the paper. This will create a foundation of the colors found in the water, and it solidifies it so that as I apply more pastels over it after it dries, it won't remove those values and they will show through the colors that I add on top of it. The water at the horizon line is darker than the water in the foreground. This helps create the illusion of depth in our painting. Also, the top of the main wave will also be of a dark value, except where the water is cresting over will be the lighter shades. I'm going to add some light turquoise blue to the foreground water and blend it lightly with my sponge applicator. And then I want to recreate the edge of the water where the wave and water splash onto the shoreline. When a wave is ready to crest over, it creates a curve and a shadow, so the top of the wave as it curls will be the darkest area created with that shadow. and then gradually the darker shade, like a gradient, will gradually become lighter as it reaches the bottom of the trough of a wave. Also, as the wave begins to roll over, it creates a shadow beneath it. So I do want to come back and add a darker shade of blue just beneath the cresting wave. This will help accentuate the white water wave rolling over. The white wave rolling over is never just white. I'll come back to this area to complete it, but in the meantime, I'm going to focus on completing the water in the foreground with some wave movement and some trails of water that extend up into the wave, and complete this before we finish the rolling wave. When the water washes onto the shoreline, it usually creates a little bit of sea foam along the edges. There will also be a shadow created along the edge of this foam that represents a shadow created by the sea foam. I'm going to add some more highlights to the water and also add some light blue to the shoreline where the water collects on the beach line. I am going to zoom up and blend some of the dark blue shade into the wave. I am blending the wave with my sponge applicator. I've only blended the bottom of the wave, and I kept the white shade at the top of the crest. I will continue to add some of the highlights and some of the swirls in the water created by the movement of the wave. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson on painting a wave for beginners using pastels. I look forward to sharing more lessons and demonstrations with you as I add new content to my channel. My content is always changing, and if there's anything that you would like to see in my videos, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any new content. Thank you for joining today.